The combat cast recently was incredible. We saw tons of gameplay. We saw features, cameos, and some insights, at least somewhat of a tease of an insight. It was a lot, but it actually wasn't a lot. There's been tons of leaks going on, but there's one answer we do want to know, right? On top of leaked rosters, on top of all of these aspects, insights, and features, and we're thankful for the gameplay, who is actually playable in this game? When we're looking into the stress test for playable characters, Liu Kang, Kitana, Kenshi, and Sub-Zero, with your cameo characters being Sonya, Jax, and Kano, which is actually a pretty solid lineup if you're looking far more into the original essentials of the story. Interchangeable characters possibly could be a thing. I believe Kung Lao is one of those, and I think Scorpion was one of those that was actually both a cameo and a primary player to play with. So I don't know if the cameo means that they're permanently just a cameo character and just your actual primary characters within the story, or this arc and MK1 are just gonna stay primary players. Now let's break down what we did see in the trailer. When you think back to the trailer, of course, Smoke. We saw Smoke, authentic, organic, and real gameplay. So we know Smoke is there. Plus, he hasn't been around since MK9, so it's great to see Smoke again. And he is gonna be a heavily fan favorite. Johnny Cage, we know, is in the game, and that is great also. Now, obviously, Melina's around. People are begging for Jade to be around. Kano is seen as a cameo, so we don't know. Some people kind of like it on Twitter. Some people don't really know if they want Kano back is to take up a roster spot, and people are thinking we're just going back and recycling the same characters over and over to bring in the hype and to bring in everything else. It is a well-deserved hype. It's kind of been since MK9 we saw this type of roster. Cyborgs also are in this trailer. We got Sector and Cyrax. I believe probably cameos, maybe one. Maybe we get one. If we get both, I'd be super shocked. At least one, especially if Sonya is a cameo. One of the cyborgs we definitely get. Frost is obviously, I believe we see Frost, and that's gonna be something that's very exciting also. We see Rain, and then obviously Shang Tsung we get in the pre-order. That's gonna be something that's awesome. And we obviously see tons of Scorpion gameplay footage, and we also saw that within the combat cast. The combat cast didn't want to tease too much, but they did really go, I think the most character they did really go in depth with was Johnny Cage. Everything with Johnny Cage and what he was doing, from his star attributes and just the creativity in his combos now, which is awesome in terms of juggling, air combat, and then just overall delivery. So they really spent a lot of time on him. Let's hope they even out the playing field with all of our characters and giving each one that type that we really do need. When I played MK9, I loved utilizing a Smoke Johnny Cage type combo with the tag team. I thought that was really enjoyable, so I know both of these characters coming into this game is going to be highly enjoyable. Also with cameos, we got to find out to what extent can we choose. Are we just allowed to freely choose whoever we want and do anything that we need to do? Or we're going to choose characters based on lore alone, right? Like what goes the best together from what we know. Are we going to keep Lin Kuei with Lin Kuei? Or we're going to just kind of randomize like good guys and bad guys depending on story? A lot of this is very intriguing, especially as fans, and we're gonna go over the MK1 leaked roster. So from what we've seen all over Twitter, and we see Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kitana, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Melina, Raiden, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, Sub-Zero, Smoke, and Rain as far as actual playable characters. Cameo fighters, we do see Cyrax, Sector, Frost, Jax, Kano, Sonya, Sub-Zero, Goro, Striker, and it goes back to that interchangeable route that I'm talking about. I don't know if Cameo is also going to be able to do both, because Kung Lao was one of those that's kind of in a confusing state, a grayscale from what everybody knows. But again, they did mention in the combat cast, which was huge, that like what we're seeing is still not the finalized aspect of release. So they might be able to do some last minute changes, last second changes on everything. So I think that that's something to really keep note of for sure. So that's literally the list, and a lot of people are looking for. So we just got to see. That's kind of just the overall depth of the leaks. I know there's been a little bit more of a leak, but I feel that the leaks that we have at least confirmed kind of have been at least a higher percentage correct from what all the other curveballs are thrown at us. A lot of returns here. A solid roster. Not too sure how much new components are we gonna get. That's something that's very much needed. Based on gameplay and creativity alone though, that already highly delivers, along with bringing us back these aesthetics, this color, these palette type costumes and skins. And I'm sure there's gonna be alternatives, so you can just look at all the alternate costumes too, so it's not just gonna be set in stone with what we're seeing now. But y'all gotta let me know what's up. Give us a hot take. Who do you think is gonna be in this game and make a surprise appearance? And who do you think is gonna be a broken character OP, man? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Just more of a discussion. I appreciate y'all so much. It means the world. Peace.